Well, well, well. Hmm. Hmm. What do we say? What do we what do we say? Ah, lads. Lads. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. I just I know there's gonna be people in the chat who are gonna say, gee, I told you so, gee, I told you so, and you're right. No, you're right, 100%. You're right. I wanted the fight so bad. I really believed we'd get the fight. And when it was announced, I knew what date was it originally? December 23rd. I knew, okay, that's unlikely. Unlikely. But when they got February 17th, they did the press conference, all that. I thought, you know what, they will do it. It will happen. And I guess with me, it was a case of, okay, look, a tree is known by its fruits. And that's Tyson Fury. He's pulled down loads of fights, he's rescheduled fights. I knew that. But I really thought with this one, and given the fact the Saudis were involved, the money on offer, everything involved in it, I really did think, okay, this time there's really nowhere to go. You really can't do it this time. This time, there really won't be any pulling out. It will genuinely happen. And I'll admit, some of that was wishful thinking, 100%, because I wanted to believe that we were going to get this fight on February 17th. I let myself believe we were going to get this fight on February 17th, even though there was many people who said, gee, don't get your hopes up. I did. And, now it's not happening. It feels like someone has hit me with a cracking liver shot. That's how it feels. It's awful. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was planning next week on well, actually over the weekend, recording plenty of content to keep me busy over the next week. And thank you very much to JA05 for the £5. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much, my friend. Usyk shouldn't fight Hrgovic on the 17th. That's what Fury wants. He wants to. Oh, you're spot on. The longer they leave it, the more it's going to impact on Alexander Usyk as well, because he's not getting any younger. He's 37 now, if I'm not mistaken. Thereabouts. Is he 36, 37, thereabouts? So, yeah, it's going to impact on him massively. And thank you to Adam. That sparring footage of what caused the cut, it was a big uppercut that caused it. I'm dubious for obvious reasons. Fury has a history of being less than truthful, to say the least, and I've already recorded a video on that. That was before I seen the footage of that spar, but there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. I was watching Hatman's video on this, and he said, now I don't use Instagram anymore. I haven't used it in a while. He was saying that Moses Atelma was putting up on his Instagram story only a couple of days ago that he was back in the UK. So this has been known. And with regards to the picture, honestly, again, I've seen Adam Cattrall on Twitter say that, yeah, he's a little bit dubious of it as well. I really don't know what to say. I really genuinely don't know what to say, man. I really don't. Where are we at? Because we are going to have, it's going to be difficult to read some of these messages. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very, very difficult because they're going to come in, they are going to be shooting in. I mean, we haven't even been live 5 minutes and there's already 128 people in the building. If you haven't, of course, already, please do hit the like button, hit subscribe. We've been, how many are we on now? I have to ask for the sub, while the traction is going. I mean, look at that. If you can see that there. We want to get to 15,900. We want to get to 15,900 maybe by the end of the stream. So if you haven't already, if you are here, please hit subscribe. Shout out to my man Nick, how are you? And the whole chat, hit the like button on the way in. Jamie, what do we do, man? What do we do, mate? I don't know. I don't know what to say, mate. Damn. I don't know what to say. It's just crazy. You know, I knew. Do you want to know what it is? I'm sorry, I really don't say. I knew something was up, right? Because I seen Adam Cattrall, and I think it's his co-host on Fight Disciples. They both tweeted at the same time, and yes, R.I.P. Terrible. That's compounded today's me. When I seen that earlier, I just thought, oh, good lord. R.I.P. It's very sad. It's very sad. I don't really want to try and butcher his name. I know I will, but we know who he's referring to. Terrible. Absolutely. Heart goes out to his family, his friends, everyone. It's just, yeah, that's. We love boxing, but we hate seeing that. We do. We love boxing, but we always, it's inevitable. It's always going to happen. It's always there, but we hate seeing that. We really do. We really do. And thank you to Thunder Productions for the. Is that Canadian dollar, mate? I'm assuming that's Canadian dollar with the CA. Thank you, regardless, for the 10 quid. It all counts, man. It all counts. It all goes into G-Man funds. It all goes into the interviews slash production funds that we are working towards. It all goes into that, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, as I was saying, I seen Adam Cattrall and his co-host tweet I think it was Cattrall tweeted the news was out or something like that. And it reminded me a bit when Conor Benn failed his PED test, because you saw these kind of, I don't want to say they were necessarily cryptic, but you saw tweets and you were like, what is the context with these tweets? Because you are acting like something really bad has happened. And if it was really bad and it was personal, you would imagine it wouldn't go on Twitter. So what's going on? And boom, you Google Tyson Fury and it was like, no. And you're waiting for the ha 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 April Fool, and you realize that's 2 months away. It ain't a fool. We've been taken for a fool, but we ain't a fool. We ain't been fooled. It's legit. It's legit. Mate, I don't know. I'm devastated as well. Looking at the cut, it will be a few months before he's ready to fight. I reckon he won't be cleared to spar. If that cut is legit, I reckon they won't clear him to spar for at least 3 to 4 months. At least 3 to 4 months. I've seen people say, and is there any rumor? Is there any, like, is this substantial that I should be looking at? Because there's talk that Usyk could be. I've seen people mention Hrgovic. Ooh, Filip Hrgovic has now publicly called out Alexander Usyk to step in. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I don't. Alexander, or not Alexander, Filip Hrgovic wants his title shot. I get that. Alexander Usyk is training for someone taller than him, and well, lo and behold, he'll fight someone taller than him. But for me, it's if that fight is as tough as it potentially could be, and taking Filip Hrgovic on late notice with no fight lined up, it probably won't be that hard realistically for Alexander Usyk. But there's always the risk, and there's always the risk of him getting damaged in the fight, and then it's more wear and tear on Alexander Usyk. Surely the double turkey, yeah, shout out to Proper, won't let Fury get out of this one. I'd say he is snapping, because that's twice now he's had to rejig his plans for Tyson Fury. Twice. December 23rd was the date that they wanted to do Fury versus Usyk. Fury had the fight with Ngannou, tougher than expected, said, okay, push back a little bit. Okay, still in Riyadh season, and now this happens. I'd say he is snapping. I'd say he is ready to absolutely tear Fury a new one. Because it's probably putting, like, I know money is not an issue for those. It's really not. But, it's still a lot of work they're putting in for nothing, no reward, no anything. And, I was looking forward because I was thinking, okay, we're going to get Joshua. Well, it is very poor quality video. I mean, I'm recording this through an iPhone, a fairly late iPhone, fairly new iPhone, which has very good quality. But I've recorded on, little digi iPhones like this, and the quality is still pretty good. So I'm wondering, what was he recording with? Sony Ericsson, one of the old ones, or something like that. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, Turkey is probably snapping. He is probably snapping, and You know, Atelma back home in the UK, so he obviously knew something was up, but they still allowed the announcement that it would be on the zone, that it'd be on Sky, that it'd be on TNT. So did the networks even know what was going on in camp or whatever? I'm baffled. I'm absolutely baffled. It's crap for the fighters involved. It's crap for everyone. It really is. And shout out to Fight Sport Talk. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you for the New Zealand dollars. That's definitely New Zealand. Hatman pointed out Fury could have avoided cuts with proper headgear. Fury never gets injured for his cherry picks. Just a bunch of coincidences. Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, I mean, head guards, like, face protectors where they have the bar around. You don't need to go that extreme. But the ones that cover your cheek, stuff like that, they'll keep you safe. You know, they really will. They'll keep you very safe. I'm just, I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm baffled. I'm peeved off, to say the least. I've been looking forward to this fight, and it's not just Usyk Fury that I've been looking forward to. Look, I think it's a good fight in of itself, right? But undisputed, we've come tantalizingly close this time, as close as we've come in the last 25 years, and now it's further away than ever. It seems almost because. Will they renegotiate? Will Usyk have to go another route? Will the IBF step in, intervene, and strip? What will actually happen? This is absolutely madness. Madness. I'm just, honestly, man, this is BS right here. And would it surprise me? Listen, I know people are going to say, oh, well, he has a picture of it. Well, he had a picture of his ankle, right? When he injured his ankle in the run to the Klitschko fight, apparently. Right, and coincidentally, just conveniently, I should say, he happened to fail a UCAD test a day after. So he showed the picture of a bruised ankle. Okay, but you had a failed test at the same time. Which is it? You know, I'm struggling. What percentage of me believes Fury got cut? I don't doubt that he could, because I do know that scar tissue will still be there. So there is always that possibility. But if it was someone, let's say Anthony Joshua got a cut, or Alexander Usyk 4 or 5 years ago, and it resurfaced in sparring, I'd say, yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, I probably wouldn't really question it, to be honest with you. But Fury has such a track history. I mean, who remembers the Deontay Wilder fight, the trilogy fight? I'll talk about that now in a second. I'll touch on that now in 2 secs. Who remembers the Wilder trilogy fight when he tested positive for the ping pong, and he said his whole team tested positive first? Then, only that evening, oh, there you go, there's Joseph Parker at a UFC event with his whole team. He had to take all that down from his social media straight away because he let the cat out of the bag. And there was rumours there that Fury was having trouble in sparring. With regards, I'll name this account later, thoughts on Hamilton to Ferrari. Caught me completely off guard, very surprised. Feel bad for Carlos Sainz, he's a good driver. Lewis Hamilton only would have literally just given the car a shakedown. And for those who don't know what a shakedown is, you're just literally driving the car to make sure it works. The day before. So he obviously got in that because he signed a multi-year deal with Mercedes. It wasn't like he's a 1-year rolling deal. It's a multi-year deal with Mercedes. And he drives the W15 and then immediately signs with Ferrari. So I'm assuming that W15 is an absolute snail of an F1 car. Or this definitely isn't what Hamilton wants. Ferrari are like, someone pointed out, Ferrari are like Manchester United. This is coming from a United fan, by the way. Ferrari are like United. In the mid-2000s, they had the best of teams. They had Ross Brawn, John Todd, Rory Byrne. You had people like Domenicali. You had Mattia Binotto in the engine department. You had Michael Schumacher, the GOAT, the greatest driver who ever graced the sport, driving your car. You were going to absolutely mop up. But now, that team is not quite what it was. Hamilton has a very close relationship with Fred Vasseur from GP2. I think he was his team principal, if I'm not mistaken, in GP2. So he knows Fred Vasseur very well, very close with Fred Vasseur. So I would imagine that played a big factor in it. No one is going to be able to challenge Max. And Ferrari when it comes to rule changes, their history of rule changes ain't great. 1998, they didn't do a good job. 2009, they really didn't do a good job. 2014, they did a terrible job. So their history of rule changes are not stellar, to say the least. So I don't know. Lewis Hamilton wants to maybe win with Ferrari. I don't think he'll ever win a world title again. I think Max is going to take some stopping. And I think that Charles Leclerc, if he can iron the mistakes out, he is over one lap the quickest driver in F1. Over one lap, the quickest. I don't even think Lewis Hamilton, even on his best day, could come close. But Charles Leclerc is incredible. He needs to sort out his mistakes. If he can do that, he's beating Hamilton. A Fury fight happening without drama or hiccups is impossible. It seems that way. It genuinely seems that way. This is why I appreciate AJ. He just fights on. Exactly. You know, say what you want to say about Anthony Joshua. Say what you want to say about him. But as a fighter, I've never seen him pull out of a fight. Certainly a high-level fight. There may be some fights he pulled out of in his earlier days. I can't remember. But they would have been fairly meaningless fights. In terms of top level, he's never done it. He's never pulled out. He didn't pull out of either Usyk fight. He could have vacated instead of fighting Alexander Usyk. He didn't. He fought Usyk. He wasn't good enough. No one else has been good enough to beat Alexander Usyk in his career. There's no shame in that. It's an absolute flipping, I don't know. Should have something stronger. I need it after today. After all that. But water is as strong as it's going to get in here. Smash the like button on the way in. There's 270 you people in the building already. We've only been going for 15 minutes. Hit the like button, and of course, if you haven't already, do please. Also, if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. I really love seeing those numbers go up. I can't lie, I love seeing it. We all love seeing it. They won't do anything. Sullivan won't do it. If this was someone else, probably if it was Alexander Usyk, he might take a different approach and he might go in and strip him. But if it's Fury, he's not going to do jack, you know what. We all know that. He's not going to do anything as Sullivan. It's just... And yeah, someone mentioned Jay Opataya. I think that this makes that Jay Opataya situation look even worse because, again, he came into camp for all of 5 rounds. Is sent back to it. Well, he leaves to go back to Australia. People are saying that he drops Fury or he hurt Fury, and now all of this. I don't think Turkey will do that, but I'm sure he's certainly not flipping happy. I don't think he's happy at all. Usyk in the gloves off with Fury. Don't run from me. Love the channel G-Man, you and Frotch. A bit of breath of fresh air in the YouTube boxing world. Man, I'm getting named in the same vein as Carl Frotch. There you go, man. Your boy has finally made it. Nah, man, I enjoy doing all this, you know that. And, well, sparring 2 weeks, if someone says sparring 2 weeks, not necessarily. You would normally wrap it up. So the fight would have been a fortnight from tomorrow. You'd normally have your last spar maybe Monday, Tuesday next week. That'd be normally your last spar. So sparring a fortnight out from a fight, no, I can still see that happen. You would just take super care that no cuts happen. But I can certainly see, I don't have an issue with people always sparring 2 weeks out from a fight. Nah, some would. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. It's the fact that if you are getting cut up, you're clearly not taking care. And, you know, if the fight does eventually happen, Fury won't have too many fans. Someone shared a screenshot of his Instagram feed, and the people are not happy, to say the least. I just think that with Fury, he, for whatever reason, doesn't want to lose his O. Not that he's afraid of Usyk, what he'll do. He likes being able to milk the WBC title. He likes being able to say that he's unbeaten. And for him, going into this fight, I get the impression that he just doesn't, it feels almost as if like he's being forced into it. He doesn't want to. And the fans are seeing it. The fans saw through it all last year. And at this point now, it's like, what can you do? It's the fans are turning. They've been turning for the last year, and they're still doing it. And yeah, Spencer Oliver. I don't particularly like Spencer Oliver too much. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have heard him say things off the record that I really didn't like. So he'll never have a fan with me. I'll put it like that. He'll never have a fan with me. Put it like that. But Spencer Oliver's an idiot. I mean, like that guy, how he gets those gigs with Talksport is beyond me, because his boxing knowledge is not there. You know, I remember Sky. I think they still do now and again employ him. But I remember he was doing an Eddie Hearn show a couple of years ago. I think it was a Next Gen show. And he was one of the pundits. Yeah, Spencer Oliver, the pundit. Seriously. But every single fighter had their fight, right? And they went to Spencer Oliver and they said, what do you think? And all he ever said repeatedly, I think Ted Cheeseman fought on this card, and it was one after the other, he'll go all the way. He'll go all the way. He'll go all the way. That's it. Nothing else. You couldn't say, like, oh, I like the way, Ted Cheeseman used his jab to get in and his foot. Oh, I like the way this guy. Oh, he'll go all the way. He'll go all the way. Yeah, he'll go all the way. Nothing else. That's the height of his knowledge. Just, he won. Yeah, he won. You know that fighter in there? Oh, yeah, I do. You want to know what he did? What did he do? He won. Flipping brilliant. I've seen it there. So, yes, the eyesight's working fine, but what did he do? Like, what did he do that impressed you? Won the fight. Brilliant. You really earned that payday. Story G from Cork. Shout out to Cork. I like Cork. It's a great town, or great county. I like it. I've only ever really been in the city, but I do love Cork. I do. 306 people in the building. If you haven't already, smash the old like button. Smash the old like button. I appreciate that. How many likes do we have on this, actually? 95. 95 likes already. And we've 300 plus in the building, and we're 12 subs off 16. I wish we were off 16,000. We might hit it this weekend. You never know. We're doing well today. We're doing well. But yeah, it's not been a fun day for the world of boxing. It certainly hasn't. It's been a very, very bad day. It's been an awful day for the world of boxing, truth be told. Yeah, very few boxers do get cut 2 weeks before a fight. He's terrified of losing. Can you take a shot as well as the Cobra? Probably not, no. I mean, he had a serious chin. Daniel Paul from Birmingham. Shout out to Birmingham. How much do I need to donate to upgrade the curtains? See, that I know they're horrible. But the problem is, what's the point of upgrading them if I'm going to be gone in a couple of months anyway? But I understand, yeah, they're not. And I see Apollo Creed has passed away. I've never really been a big fan of Rocky. Now, Conor Benn weighed in at 150. Is it scheduled for 147? Or is it a non-title? Because if it's 10-round non-title, that's pretty normal. But did he miss weight by 3 and a bit pounds? If it was scheduled for 147, Conor Benn is what he is. We know what Conor Benn is. We know he's not the brightest. Yeah. But if it's a non-title 10-rounder, then yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Yeah, there's very few boxing movies that I've watched that I like. I like The Fighter. I like Cinderella Man. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale is really good if you've never seen that. It's about Mickey Ward. I just never got into them. And I've never seen Raging Bull, so I can't really comment on that. But I just never really got into them, truth be told. It's just like that. It's just something that I never got into them. What do I think Fury will do? He's backed into a corner. He has to fight Alexander Usyk. That's what I think. And I do still think he will. I'm still holding out hope in that. But, who knows with Tyson Fury at the end of the day? Who really knows? What a day, huh? Yeah, it's just been one of them. It's been one of them. I get what you're saying. Usyk should be active, but at the same time, I'm just a bit worried that if he is active, something might happen, or it's more wear and tear. It's more miles on the clock that he doesn't need. I don't know. He's pulled out more times than Johnny Sins now. Honestly, man. You know, Nick Cannon needs to look at Tyson Fury. That is how you do it. Nick Cannon, that guy only has to sneeze at a girl. Remember Stick Fury gave hay for pulling out? Yeah, similar thing. God forbid. And thank you for the £2, mate. I appreciate that. As I always say, every little bit helps. And subscribe if you haven't already. 326 of you lovely people in the building. Look at that. We're doing good numbers tonight, lads. I knew we would. Now, I knew this would be a good one, but yeah, it's look. I'd rather not be talking about this today. I'd love to be doing a video just talking about, you know, this, that, and the third. Not this fight not happening. But hey, oh, here we are. Such is the way. Fury's always fighting with his head. In any case, it says it was borderline self-inflicted. Man, it's hard to know what to make of Tyson Fury. You know, for someone who's so economical with the truth, if he is telling the truth this time, you can understand why people are suspicious or skeptical, because he just does these types of things, and it's just, I just can't. I still just can't quite get my head around it, that this fight ain't happening. You know, you build up so much hype for it. I really genuinely did think it was going to happen, and then here we are. Here we are. I'm probably going to do... See, I won't be doing a long one tonight because I don't have much juice to do this with. So I'm probably going to do another 15 or so minutes, thereabouts, 10 to 15 minutes. It's not going to be a big, long one tonight, lads, just so you know. It's going to be a reasonably kind of quick in and out. I doubt Fury will get stripped. I doubt it. The boy who cried wolf, exactly. I was looking forward to the watch along. I was looking forward to doing it. I was flipping forward to doing it. I really was. The only kind of saving, I guess there's always kind of a glass is half full. For me, I guess the good thing is that whenever it gets rescheduled, I'm hoping they'll do another press conference. I'll be able to go to this press conference. I'll go to this one. I'll just, if they announce the press conference for April, I'll more than likely be living in the UK, possibly. But any later, I'll definitely be there. So I'll get to go to the press conference at the very least. G-Man, what do you think would have happened to Fury if the cut never happened and the fight went ahead? Well, you're asking me to give a prediction, and a prediction video will come when the fight is ready. But for now, we ain't going to give no predictions. We ain't going to be doing that. Didn't Fury get caught like that with Aleem using his head as a battering ram? Yeah, he's done it a few times. To be fair, in the Klitschko fight, that was Klitschko, 100%. Yeah, Apollo Creed died. Yeah, so I've heard. I was starting to get really hyped for it as well. We were all getting hyped for it, mate. You weren't the only one, trust me. You were not the only one. We were all getting very, very hyped for it. It's a word beginning with S. Obviously, I don't want to swear. I don't want to get any issues here with the monetization and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not nice. It's just not nice. We wanted to see this fight. I was looking forward to it. You all were looking forward to it. We were all looking forward to this fight. It ain't gonna happen. And it's certainly not February 17th. I still hold out hope that it will happen. It's, as I said, it's just a case of when. When will it happen? I hope sometime in the summer, but I reckon they might do it October time. I know, seriously, October time. Yeah, seriously. Because they might try and do it Riyadh season, maybe to open up this Riyadh season. It kind of does make you think, like, with someone like Joshua, like, what does he do next then? You know, because if you think of it like this, right? Joshua is going to be fighting Ngannou. If he beats Ngannou, well, he was thinking, oh, I'll be fighting the winner of Usyk Fury. Oh, crap, they haven't fought yet. Well, who do I fight? And maybe the Saudis will say, let's do Wilder. And Joshua gets chinned by Wilder. It could happen. Stranger things have happened. And here we are again. And then you Fury, like, see, boom. Well, that wasn't you, was it? Honestly, just... I don't know. I don't know. Part of me thinks he should, but the other part of me thinks he shouldn't have a fight in between, just in case. You just don't know what might happen. You know? You just don't know what might happen. If he fights Hrgovic, I think that given the fact that Hrgovic hasn't been training, he probably will. Well, I would have picked Usyk anyway, but it'll probably be even easier for Usyk than it normally would have been. Because I wouldn't imagine that Usyk or Hrgovic has been an intense trainer anyway. I mean, Mark Demori is hardly going to set you up to fight Usyk now, is he? And his exceptional boxing ability of Mark Demori, the legend that he is. Oh, the legend that Mark Demori is. Do lives more often. Love your channel. Stay unfiltered. Don't fall victim to boxing politics. Peace. Big up to CN for 20 quid. Much appreciated, man. I do the lives when I get a chance, man. You know, they're not. Sometimes, I know it's gonna sound weird, but like sometimes I'm just, and I know it's nice. You get the super chats and stuff like that, but sometimes you're just like, I'd rather just do the video, edit that, and upload it than sit and talk for an hour. And sometimes you do kind of feel like that. You're just kind of like, you know, I don't. But I do enjoy them. When I do, you know, the funny thing is when you, it's like going to the gym. You're just like, oh. Then when you do it, you're like, it's actually good fun. It's good fun. So, yeah, man. Tom Aspinall instead. If he tries to swerve this and do anything else, he is gonna get it. He is gonna get it from the boxing media is going to go to town on him. Certainly on YouTube, you know, people like GAD, they won't care because they don't know dignity anyway. You know, they'll Tyson Fury. Oh, Tyson, Ledge, brilliant. Tyson, yeah. Garrett Day Davis, what a human being he is. Something else. Ah, lads, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we say? What do we do? X would finish him. Yeah, it would. Fury Usyk, Fury Chisora 4. God forbid. God will come out saying it's the worst cut he's ever seen. Yeah, everyone's going to say Turkey won't be paying him. Yeah, Turkey is going to be snapping. He is going to be snapping. His Excellence will not be happy. Yeah, GAD, no matter what happens, he will always be on Team Fury. Always. I've never seen anything like it. Is it really off? Yeah, it's really off, mate. Seriously, it's off for now anyway. Did you hear Davis tonight though? Garrett Day Davis? I can't. I don't want to know, man. I can only imagine the kind of absolute crap he's coming out with. I can only imagine. Oh, that guy is just just something else. That's what GAD is. That's what GAD is. There you go. Garrett A. Davis is a total that. Oh, I can see Usyk fighting the stand-in. Like, I don't think he'd get beaten. Yeah, no, well, I'm sort of surprised. I was really, really hoping. I was really, really hoping. I was telling myself, no, this is good. We are good to go. Is this the end of Tyson Fury? Who knows? You know, Krasuk is saying he should retire or consider retiring. Who knows? Yeah, Boxing King Media are a great channel. I will say that. They're a great channel. They get the interviews with GAD. And yeah, GAD is a Fury fan. There's not much else that can be said, but he's one of those Fury fans who can't be objective about it. He's just, Fury is king, end of. That's it. End of. Looks like the end indeed. This would definitely have to be the end of him. I mean, he is going to struggle to gain the support back after all this. 338 in the building. Only 146 likes. Ah, lads, if you haven't already, do please hit the like, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. Help your boy out. Get those views up, get those likes up. The algorithms are going to have to look down on me with all these likes that are coming through. All these likes, shares, subscribes. Those algorithms are going to be like, son, we are going to boost you up. And I'll be saying, thank you. Your boy wants to hit 20k. Yeah, I'm looking forward to True Geordie's video. He is going to have a field day on Tyson Fury. He will go to town on him. And I'll be watching because I'll do a review of it. Because they do very good numbers. Fury ducked Zhang first. He signed to fight Usyk. 2 days later, Zhang called him out after he destroyed Joyce. Will we never be able to trust him again? I mean, if you trusted him before, I didn't trust him before. But now, I mean, I wouldn't trust him to tell me the right time in a room full of clocks. Seriously. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what True Geordie will say. Probably start with the laugh. Yeah. Well, I can understand why he doesn't like him, and I 100% get why he doesn't like Tyson Fury. I mean, True Geordie did a very good interview with him. He didn't, pester him for answers. It wasn't like he was being real confrontational or anything like that. He was questioning a few things. And not True Geordie, Tyson Fury threw his toys out of the pram and said, "You'll never get an interview with me again." It's like, what? He didn't even, that was respectful. And he just said, "Do you care about this?" And he was saying, "Well, you said this, then you said this." What the F? It wasn't like he was going, full in, trying to, fish for a reaction. Fury was just, being his usual self, it seems. Unbelievable. Lads, I know it's a short one tonight, but I'm probably going to call this in the next minute or so for a few reasons. One, I want to save the life in this phone because it's dying of death pretty quickly. And second of all, I want to just make myself a hot drink because I haven't been feeling the best this week, and I'm nearly over the little dose I had, but I just feel like in my head like there's still a little bit of something there, and I just want to have a quick lem sip and just rest then the rest of the evening. So I don't want to stay too long, but 340 in the building. If yous all could, smash the old like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. Lads, it has been fun. I thank everyone who's given a donation tonight. I appreciate the super chats every single time. You don't know how much I appreciate that. Thank you all so much. We haven't heard the last of this. There is still a lot more to come on this Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk situation, and you know damn well we'll be talking about it. We'll be reporting on it. I got that vid out like that. And I'll keep doing that whenever there's news. Whenever there's news, you know that. You know that. Lads, I will leave it there. I hope you enjoy it. Smash the like button. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and thank you to anyone who donated. Lads, I appreciate it. Peace out.